Schmack, oh my God, my friends. Hey, Brian Rhinehart, excuse me. Brian Rhinehart donated for me to put on track by track Mercyful Fate with Melissa versus Don't Break the Oath. By the way, excuse the AI. It's down. They forgot to pay their AI bill. That's why there's no AI going down out here, you know? But anyway, what can I say, man? I mean, all right, let me put it this way. See if this makes sense to you. This album right here, Don't Break the Oath, I don't think there's been an album since this release that comes close. This is like the greatest album. But after this, I can't think of one album I like as much as Don't Break the Oath. And this one, I like even more than Don't Break the Oath. But it shows you how much I love this album. But this album, shit, son. Melissa, man. Actually, my favorite really is the EP. The Nuns Have No Fun EP. That's my favorite Mercyful Fate. That's the first Mercyful Fate I owned. I owned that EP before this came out. I remember living with that EP for maybe a month and a half, and I read in the Quran. The full length was coming out. I was like, oh shit, you know? But anyway, and then I bought this and just, oh my God. You know? Mind-blowing stuff. And this blows my mind too. I'm telling you, this is a torturous battle. I think these are two perfect albums that have not been matched. The only album in the 80s that I would put up with those two up there is Diary of a Madman. The only one. Diary of a Madman and those two Mercyful Fate albums are the greatest 80s albums, and I don't think there's been any albums made after 1984 as good as Don't Break the Oath, as good as Melissa, and as good as Diary of a Madman. That's my opinion. Now here comes the torture. All right, we start with Evil versus A Dangerous Meeting. All right, here's the deal. Of course, it's horrible to pick one of these songs over the other, because the other, you know, but in this case, I gotta say, look, it does hurt, but, you know, I gotta face reality here. My favorite Mercyful Fate song of all time is Evil. So Evil wins. Man, the way Evil like goes on and then it goes like ape shit at the end with the double bass and Hank Sherman, Denner, fucking Timmy Hansen, Kim Russ. My God, that's like the most epic shit I've ever heard in a song. Seriously. Evil wins that one. And boy, and then let me talk about Dangerous Meeting for a second. I can go on and on about Mercyful Fate. Dangerous Meeting is so perfect. By the way, I listened to both these albums today. And I'm listening to Dangerous Meeting, I'm like, oh my God. How amazing is Mercyful Fate where they can write a song better than what I'm listening to now. It's mind-blowing because the way Dangerous Meeting is, it's all, you know, people surrounding, doing a mass that they're about, you know, King Diamond goes, they're gonna get themselves killed. They're gonna get themselves killed. And it goes on and on. And then the 7 people die and the band plays something that sounds like you're descending into hell. That's so on. Fuck. They should have known not to play with the powers of hell. Damn! And that loses. Unbelievable. All right, next. Curse of the Pharaoh versus Nightmare. All right. Again, it hurts, but at the same time, I can't deny, in my opinion, Curse of the Pharaohs is the better song. I love Nightmare. You're only living on borrowed time from the fade. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. This band drives me nuts. I love them so much. All right, next. All right, here's the motherfucker. Here's the one that's like, fuck. Oh my God. Just like Dangerous Meeting, bro. Into the Coven versus Desecration of Souls. Oh my God. Did I say I picked Curse of the Pharaohs, right? Yeah. I did pick Curse of the Pharaohs. But this one. You know, Evil and Dangerous Meeting, I had to face it. Look, Evil's my favorite Mercyful Fate song, so Dangerous Meeting. But this one, fuck. I was like back and forth on this. In the end, stay away, white magician. Young lovers and mourning wives. You're not welcome on our land, so I speak for the dead. Yeah. Desecration wins. All right, next. At the Sound of the Demon Bell versus Night of the Unborn. I gotta say, these two songs are my least favorite from both albums. Like, the Demon's Bell is my least favorite from Melissa, and Night of the Unborn is my least favorite from Don't Break the Oath, but I love both songs. You know, as far as I know, me, Wayne Noon, and a couple other people are the only people that ever got to interview Kim Rutz. We interviewed him. And he said he didn't like at the, Night of the Unborn. He didn't like the song. I like it. I do like it, but it is my least favorite on Don't Break the Oath. So which one will I pick? That's my least favorite of both of them, but I still love them both. At the Sound of the Demon Bell. Yeah. Because that middle section, on a burning cross, I love Jesus. Man, it'll be a shame. Let me shut up. I can sing the whole goddamn song. I love it so much. I'll get the lyrics wrong. But anyway, hey, let's pick a random album. What do you say we go right here? Right here. Ah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Extremely underrated Deep Purple album with Tommy Bolin, because Blackmore was gone. People had enough. Oh man, no Gillan, no Glover, no Nick Simpler, Rod Evans. This is an awesome album, man. Getting Tighter, Drifter, You Keep Me On Moving. Great stuff. Lady Luck, Coming Home. Hell yeah, great pick. Great pick there. Great random pick. All right, middle. All right, we start side 2 off with Black Funeral versus The Oath. Again, they're both amazing, but I gotta go with The Oath. Which I said before, The Oath should have opened this album. Dangerous Meeting should have been side 2. Opener side 2. The Oath is a perfect opener. I don't know. Did somebody mess up? Because it sounds like an opener to me. Doesn't sound good being in half the record. With the era keyboards, the storm and all that. That shit would be more effective as an opening track. Not halfway through the record. What's wrong with you? Retards? Alright. Yeah, I love them both, but I gotta go with The Oath. The Oath, man. Alright, next. Oh man, this one kills me. Satan's Fall versus Gypsy. You would think I would pick Satan's Fall, and I'm not. Gypsy is my favorite song off Don't Break the Oath. Possibly my second favorite Mercyful Fate song. And you know what would be my third favorite? Satan's Fall. Yeah. I'm giving it to Gypsy. Oh, no. Oh, my brain. Woo, woo, woo. All right. I remember playing that in the 80s to some of my, we used to hang out with chicks, and some of those chicks would just laugh at that. Like, what the fuck is that? What's wrong with you? Why do you like this crap? Sounds like a canary. Fucking love King Diamond, bro. Yeah, Gypsy. All the way. Next. Melissa versus Welcome Princess of Hell. Princes of Hell. It's a misspelling. The album says Princess of Hell, but it's supposed to be Princes, like more than one prince. Welcome Princes of Hell. I'm going with Melissa though. And I gotta tell you, man, I don't know if some of you are aware of this shit, because I'm such a fanatic of this shit. Melissa was re-released when I got it on CD, because I've had it on vinyl. And the CD, during the song Melissa, like maybe a little halfway mark, where Hank Sherman does this gorgeous, killer guitar solo. And King Diamond on the CD version is singing over it, going, "Oh, Melissa, oh," and I hated it. I was like, fuck, what the fuck? Well, the vinyl, Metal Blade, re-released it, original, and I bought it. I bought it up because my old copy of Mercyful Fate Melissa crackled more than Sammy Hagar's anything. Fuck him. Sammy Hagar sucks. He crackles and pops too. Like, but not as much as my, more than my Melissa album, but still I had to get it again. And now, and splatter vinyl, even though I don't give a fuck about splattered vinyl, I don't care. I like it black, honestly. My favorite color on vinyl is black. You know? If I had no choice, like Don't Break the Oath and Melissa, they're both splattered albums, I'd get the black version. Because black vinyl matters. I love black vinyl. I ain't no racist. All right. Melissa, next. Black Masses against this. Oh, by the way, Brian asked me to add Black Masses and Doomed by the Living Dead off the Mercyful Fate EP against these two last songs. So it's Black Masses versus To Someone Far Away. I'm giving it to Black Masses, but man, I'm listening to both these albums today, and that To Someone Far Away, the beautiful fucking acoustic and King going, oh my God, man. Oh my God, Mercyful Fate. Man, that is amazing. And it's so short and beautiful, but Black Masses, man, I gotta give it to that. All right, then we end it with Come to the Sabbath versus Doomed by the Living Dead. I love them both. Okay, let me get that straight. I love them both. But Doomed by the Living Dead, man. That song, those 4 songs on that EP are fucking mind-blowing. And Doomed by the Living Dead would be my favorite of the 4. Pretty much a 4-way tie, but if I had to choose, either choose what Mercyful Fate song is the best of the 4, or spend eternity listening to Sammy Hagar, I'd have to go with Doomed by the Living Dead. Just say goodbye to all you holy angels. You're gonna die. I covered that song. It's on my. There was a limited edition of it's Lucifer Creme Etaf, which is Mercyful Fate backwards. We did a cover album. It came out on vinyl. It was only like 200 or so. And when we moved in, I found 10. I found 10 more. I was like, holy shit, I thought I sold them all. They're all completely sold out, so I'm probably going to put it up on eBay. Probably. I don't know. I'm so busy lately. But either way, I did Doomed by the Living Dead on there. I did Nuns Have No Fun. And I did Leave My Soul Alone. So check it out. It's all on YouTube, I'm sure. I know Leave My Soul Alone is definitely on YouTube. And there's also footage. We also did a show. The tribute band did a show, and I put on the makeup King Diamond had on the EP before Melissa. You know, the whole black face and nothing here, just an upside down cross. Raccoon eyes. I look badass, and I'm wearing a robe that somebody gave me at the show. And yeah, we did a show and it's up on YouTube. Check it out. Anyway, thank you so much. I want to thank so much Brian. Thank you so much, buddy. I hope you enjoyed this track by track torture battle. It's a long video. I think I'm going on 16 minutes now, man. So again, Brian, you rule, dude. Thank you so much. And everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. If you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And you Mercyful Faith fans, put your track by track in the comments below. I'd love to know. I love reading all your comments, man. It's impossible to reply to all you guys, but I love your comments. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a cob.